This is going to be a tough one right here because I hate when I have to do stories like this, but because I am an equal opportunity analyst, I must. But before I do, I have to give a shout out to two of my subscribers, Brianna Sampson and Caressa McKnight, because both of them sent me the story roughly around the same time. Shout out to both of you. Oh my goodness, this story right here is just, it's hard for me to even look at this image right now. So here you have on the left that piece of shit by the name of Anthony Trice, 26 years of age, and on the right is his 1 month old son, or should I say was his 1 month old son. And I say was because his 1 month old son is now deceased and he's in custody, and rightfully so. This guy got so mad at his child while he was playing a video game, a goddamn video game, that he ended up beating his son to death. Now, his son, of course, did not die right then and there, but he ended up dying in the hospital. They did everything that they could to try to save the child, but with the child only being a month old, there was no way that they could revive him. I hate seeing kids with these tubes and these breathing machines on them. Even if they're just born and have to be on those machines, I don't like seeing stuff like, I cannot look at that imagery. So you know it's even more intense when you have a child that has to be put on those because of what some bitch ass motherfucker like this guy did to him. Now I'm gonna go ahead and read this article because I have not read it. I almost didn't want to touch on this story, but something told me it was going to come my way because I did see it in passing and I saw someone else I'm subscribed to talk about it as well. And this is coming out of Louisville, Kentucky. Police say a Kentucky man who punched his 1 month old son in the head after losing a video game has been charged with murder. Now, this is his son. This is not a child that the woman who he's with had with another man. This is a child that he helped to bring into this world. This is his flesh and blood that he killed. All because he lost a damn in a damn video game. That game, his loss in that game meant more than his son's life. News outlets cite an arrest report that says 26-year-old Anthony Trice was watching his son on Friday at his home in Louisville when he became angry after losing a video game. The police report says after punching the baby, Trice dropped him. After realizing the child was in distress, he called emergency workers. The boy was taken to the hospital, and police spokeswoman Alicia Smiley said he died Sunday. Trice is being held at the Louisville Metro Department of Corrections. Online court records don't say whether he has an attorney. Well, you know what? I hope they stall him out and keep his ass in jail for as long as possible. Don't give him any type of bond when he does retrieve an attorney. Keep his ass there. If it's one thing I can't stand child molesters, I can't stand pedophiles, and I can't stand child murderers. Because these children are innocent. What in the hell made you that mad at you losing a game that you ended up punching your child and dropping him? Your own flesh and blood that you just brought into this world for, and he only was on this earth for 1 month. The shit is disgusting. This is the type of person right here that you could wish you could meet in a dark alley somewhere. No witnesses, no one around, and whatever happens just happens, and it can look like an accident when it's all said and done. No witnesses. I hope the worst happens to this guy. I'm sorry, I can't even call him God, to this piece of shit wherever he lands. Because he's definitely going to jail. That's a given. And he's definitely going to have the bookshelf thrown at him. He should get done to him what he did to his child at least 1,000,000 times over. Now, I don't know where the mother was in this. Maybe she was at work. I don't know. I don't know if him and the mother even together. Maybe they're co-parenting. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, he was responsible for the child because the child was in his care. If he was that mad about the game, then just stop playing it. Do something else productive. Like, I don't know, tend to your child. And I actually got a question. Where was the child while he was playing this game? Was the child near him, or did he have to go into the child's room and do this? Because if he had to go into the child's room and do this, that makes me question his goddamn sanity. The fact that you had to leave where you were from playing that game and then go into your child's room and then punch him in and throw him on the floor. Because that means you had to travel to do this, which means you had made up in your mind what you were going to do. It is no way in the world you should be that upset at losing a goddamn game that you kill your child. The only thing that he did there, Noble, was actually call 911. But by that time, it was already too late. Like, I don't know what it is with some of these new age parents, so-called parents, because a lot of them don't even deserve the label. I always said that there's a lot of people in this world who wish they could have children that can't, and there's a lot of people in this world who have children that shouldn't. He falls into the latter. Now a child is gone, and he's most likely going to jail, which would be very well deserved. And then imagine what the mother has to find out. Like, 1 minute your child is alive, and then the next minute you get a phone call saying that your child is dead, and not because of natural causes or anything like that, but because the man that you had a child with killed him over him losing a video game. Like, I'm sure something like that will mess you up. It is never that serious where you have to do something like this to an innocent child who didn't ask to be here, all because you got mad at you losing a damn game. Well, now he's lost his freedom. Whatever happens to him behind those walls, because he's definitely going to jail. That's without a doubt. He will get a lot of time thrown at him. He might get the full maximum sentence of life. Because a lot of courts don't take kindly to child killers. And this was an infant, as in this child was just fresh out of the womb. And he's in Kentucky. Oh, and he's a black man. He get in front of that white judge, you already know what's about to happen. And it'll be well deserved. But I offer my condolences to the family that's not his, well, fuck him. But, you know, rest in peace to this little boy. He never got a chance at life, mainly because the one that helped give him life was the one that took his life away. Imagine that. Y'all let me know what you think about this down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.